Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we finally have the updated version of ROKKETS after the rerun event of Varys that is not ended yet, so you can actually still farm it to get at least one copy of Outer Rocket because that is all we need for the new updated version. As always guys, you know I try to make the most competitive without falling into the trap stuff, you know what I mean, playing a lot of back rows because that's not my play style. Anyway guys, before jumping right into it, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Also guys, regarding the channel with my girlfriend iGameU, if any of you didn't know yet, it is still alive, and we also opened a little account, a TikTok account, where we're posting some shorts. They're gonna go, of course, some shorts also on YouTube. So if you're interested in some, for now, I should say just Pokemon Unite gameplay, feel free to check that and give us, of course, a feedback. That will be highly appreciated. Now let's jump right into the deck list with Varys, of course, and the skill is still the same, the Border Launch. So for anyone who does not remember what it does, pretty easy. On your third turn you can send one of the Legendary Dragon to your graveyard, and it's nice to have this guy in the graveyard just because if a rocket monster is special summoned, as you can see right here, you can special summon this guys from the graveyard, so having a link to can help us going into higher link monsters, of course. But the other good thing is that if you control a rocket monster, this can be used even on turn 1, you can return one card from your hand to the deck and set a boot sector launch from your deck. So you need to play at least one. And you're actually locked into dark monsters, but that is not that much of an issue because we're already locked into dark monsters whenever we activate the effect of Rocket Tracer. So that's pretty nice. And we have to play Burrow Dragon and 9 Rocket Monster, that is not an issue. So as you can see, I'm playing triple Rocket Tracer, a couple of Magnum Rocket Dragon, a couple of Mad Rocket Dragon, a couple of Silver Rockets, and 1 Outer Rocket. So as always, we have the play of having a couple of level 4 if we go first to summon an Every Swarm Nightmare, or we can go into other stuff as well. I mean, it depends on how many monsters we have, but keep in mind that in the count of the monsters we have also the quick launch, quick play spell, of course, that can summon a rocket monster from the deck. Compared to the previous versions, guys, now we have a level 3, so we can assess a synchro level 7, but it has to be dark, of course, for the skill and other stuff. I mean, we could play even something that is not dark, but we need to pay attention to not activate neither the skill nor Rocket Tracer's effect when we want to summon a boy that is not dark, a dark type, okay, dark attribute actually. So I prefer just to go with this, also because we actually managed to improve the deck with the Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, pretty nice addition. I decided to keep my Duck and Dragon and play also the Yezi as an untargetable. This guy can also be a nice turn 1 because you cannot go over it except with something that does not target or with or actually by barrel. And for the link stuff, we have always the usual. I recommend Booster Dragon, as he can actually trigger the effect of your boys during your turn, because he can target another face-up monster in the field. And keep in mind that all the Rockets monsters share this effect, that they can be if they are targeted by a link monster, and actually they are on the field, you can decide to pop them and activate an effect. For example, Silver Rocket Dragon lets you banish a card from your opponent's extra deck. Magnet Rocket lets you send a monster from the field to the graveyard. Mad Rocket instead lets you destroy all the cards the column this card was in. And the newest addition is Outer Rocket. So not only it is level 3 and it allows us to go into level 7 for synchro with Rocket Tracer, but it is pretty good because you can target him to send one spell trap card to the graveyard. So if you go second and you do not have a full combo to OTK, you can just go into this guy alongside the Boosted Dragon to target it and basically have another guy on the field. Then we are playing Monster Reborn for the limited one triple lance, because as you will see, I'm playing in the King of Games rank, and it's full of meta attacks that plays only back rows basically. So Forbidden Lance for me is mandatory. I honestly prefer these to the Typhoon, just because if you go first and you have no other chance, you can actually play this and change the effect of Rocket Tracer to destroy itself and summon another monster from the graveyard, from the deck with the Rocket Tracer. That's why Lance, in my opinion, is better than MST and Cyclones in this occasion. And then apart from the boost sector launch for the skill, I think the best card that I actually slapped on, because this is not nearly released, is a Boral Regenerator. This card is definitely cool, because instead of this, I was playing, of course, Powerful Rebirth that can summon a monster during your opponent's turn. But at this point, the thing is, why waiting? Let's summon this guy soon. But he has an additional cool effect, and the cool effect is that you can basically, if the monster this card revived is destroyed, and is destroyed by, actually not card effect, it's just destroyed, you can draw a card. So this actually allows you to have an additional card, and this of course combines so good with Rocket Tracer, because if we revive Rocket Tracer and we didn't use the effect yet, we can just use it, pop Rocket Tracer, and gain the effect of Boral Regenerator to draw a card. These can be done, of course, even during your opponent's turn, because Rocket Tracer's effect is quick. So that's pretty nice, pretty cool, a very nice way. To be honest, I had also a pretty good win rate. The deck itself is pretty good, because he has access to a lot of good stuff. I mean, it's easy. Boral Dragon is easily summonable in this deck. The issue is that, of course, if we do not have the Boral Regenerator, we do not have any other Rockets monster on the field to allow the Boral Dragon to trigger those effects, you know what I mean? But to be honest, it is pretty cool. Also, Boral Regenerator combined with Boot Sector Launch allows us to have multiple Synchro Summons in multiple steps, so these can help you go through multiple back rows, as you will see in the replays. Definitely a nice deck, KOG worthy deck for sure in my opinion. More than that, maybe not, because I think we still miss something to make this KOG worthy. I'm not KOG worthy, sorry, competitive in any tournaments. So, but definitely fun to play. Now let's actually enjoy the replays. I'm gonna of course make a commentary about it, and maybe you're gonna play this tomorrow in live streaming. I'm gonna enjoy some of this, and so you're gonna see some real live streaming footage if you love it. And of course, feel free to leave in the comment section down below what would you like to see me playing next live streaming. That is again tomorrow, and let's jump right into them. Here we go, my boys. First replay again, guys. Just a reminder: every replay you're gonna see is just from King of Games rank. So we have Trickstars to begin with. They just got a new buff because of the level cap increase from the characters from D range. So this little girl had the field spell. I can't remember the name. Trickstar, Light Stage or Arena, something like that. So as you can see, it just started with triple sets and the Trickster and the Barbatus. So we have the Silver Rocket Dragon to begin with, then the skill to return one Forbidden Lance, because you already have one in hand, to go with that, to go with the Boost Saxer launch, then quick launch to summon our boy Rocket Tracer. The Varus starting to inflict some damage. First Synchro Summon into Dark End Dragon to get rid of these guys, because of course this has the issue of not be destructible by card effects because of Trickstar Festival's effect in the graveyard. So you want to send that to the graveyard so you cannot gain an advantage from these. So Book of Moon to begin with. Forbidden Lance says no thank you. So we can still go with the effect, as you can see. Then Monster Reborn into Rocket Tracer again, and if you remind, we didn't use the effect yet, so I just attacked, then I went with Rocket Tracer itself, and then I used the effect of Rocket Tracer to summon the Magna Rocket and go for lethal. But of course, where are you missing it? Ice Dragon Prison, but he didn't decide to banish though. He decided to keep the monster because he had nothing, he was afraid, and still I used the effect to bring out another one. He still went for the attack, but I'm chilling because now Magna Rocket actually let me summon another one. But look at that, Crackdown to steal the Rocket Tracer. I couldn't change the effect though because I already used it, so that was pretty bad. But look at this, Power Regenerators comes in handy. We summon the Rocket Tracer and he scoped because at this point we could have done so much thing. Actually, with Rocket Tracer itself, we could have summoned also the Outer Rocket to try to pop the Crackdown and actually send the Kraken to the graveyard with Rocket's effect, using Duck and Dragon and the other Rocket monster into Booster Dragon to target the Outer Rocket. So we had tons of play thanks to Power Regenerator, thus not forgetting we could have actually draw a card and also if we draw a monster, we still had to perform how normal summon yet, so that was pretty good. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys, against Yusei that is trying his best post ban list. It was actually legit deck post ban list. We had not a so good thing to begin with. It's got Synchro Overtake to begin with that. We have a Metal Rocket Dragon to defend ourselves, and we can have a couple of Forbidden Lands to disrupt or to save our little boy. It's got, of course, Synchro Chase, and then it's got the normal summon of Synchron Explorer to revive the Junk Synchron. Junk Warrior, of course, is hitting the field, and it's gonna use the effect of Synchro Chase to revive, I guess, the Junk Synchron, of course. There you go, it's got a level 8, and he went directly into the Stardust Dragon. Not the best option, to be honest. Still, Bonds Illuminate the Future to summon a couple of boys. He sets a card that is actually scary. It's got the 2 boys, and he did exactly what we needed. He attacked with this, so we could just Forbidden Lands, but even if he changed the order, we would still actually have survived. So he decided not to attack with the Dragon Archfiend because he didn't want to trigger the effect of Metal Rocket. That was a nice move, but unluckily for him, we got another monster. So Rocket Tracer to go into Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend to pop everything. He's got the Book of Moon, but we said no thank you. Forbidden Lands to save my boy, then popping everything. And actually, this guy was safe because this says with attack less than or equal to these cards, so that was pretty bad. So we have to go further with Power Regenerator, Rocket Tracer's effect, pop itself, summon another guy using the effect of Power Regenerator to draw a card, link someone into Quad Borer Dragon. We're not done yet. Then the effect to discard a card, pop itself, because Quad Borer, when it's popped, lets you special summon any number of Rockets monsters from the graveyard up to the number of the link rating on the monster you destroyed. That's why we popped itself. So again, other 2 monsters, Synchro Summon again into Dog and Dragon to get rid of that, and going for lethal, but it's got Kydroid, so we're not done yet. But yeah, I actually braked at this point because it's got anything else. A Boulder Launch activates, and we've got Quick Launch to summon another boy from the deck. The Linja's Dragon's effect gets actually triggered, so we can summon him, and he just scoped. We could have done some more also with Borlo Dragon and stuff like that, but that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys, against Seto Kaiba. Let's see what we have. Yes, balance. So I'm expecting Magical Mask Deal. What else? Instead, it is Triamids. So it's got double set, and we have a pretty good hand. Unfortunately for the Boot Sector launch, we have already that in hand. Maybe it's not that bad. So starting with Boot Sector launch, so for the first Synchro Summon into the Dark End Dragon, it's got Crackdown, of course, to begin with. Then Border Regenerator to summon the boy. We still have to perform the normal summon. There you go. We still have to use the effect of Rocket Tracer, so we pop the guy that was revived the Border Regenerator to draw an extra card. There you go. Our Rocket is here, and Border Regenerator makes me actually draw a card. I went with the Young Zing, and I just attacked at this point. I left him with the monster still with the Crackdown because we don't care, actually, we can take that. And then Metal Rocket Dragon in the end phase to summon another boy. He's got Triamid Pulse to pop it, and he did in my turn because he didn't want me to be able to dodge that with the effect of Rocket Tracer itself. He's got just another back row, and yet we get, because we can use Boot Sector launch to summon a couple of boys from my hand, then Yazi to pop itself and the crackdown to have my Duck and Dragon back. Also, link summoning to boost the dragon. Why? To increase the attack of Duck and Dragon. This is a pretty nice combo because you can keep on sending monsters to the graveyard but having the same attack thanks to boost the dragon. So I went for lethal, but guess what? Second crackdown. That is not an uncommon thing for us, right? You know that if you follow my live streaming. So it's got just the effect of Tribute Cruiser, just a monster summoned and nothing more. The Ninja's Dragon comes that, and look at what we have right here. We have tons of plays. We first begin with the Boost Sector launch to summon the Outer Rocket back from the graveyard. Then the Ninja's Dragon comes in play. There you go, it's coming back. But first we use Booster Dragon to target our rockets. So we take back our boy from Crackdown. That's how you do it. And then Duck and Dragon to get rid of that. And even if we change to the this one, to the fortress, where this says that Triamine monsters can't be destroyed by battle, with the Duck and Dragon we're just sending to the graveyard. So this effect does not protect. It's got the Cruiser's effect with the Sphinx, but we don't care about that at this point. Borer Regenerator for Rocket Tracer, and he just cooked because we have so many other stuff to do that he can't even imagine. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. For Duel, my boys, United Pendulum, so you know Solfagor is about to come. It was one of the most annoying decks still to face. He's got just a couple of back rows, so we might have a light think of what these could be, right? Rocket Tracer to begin with, quick launch. We, of course, change the effect of Rocket Tracer to have a couple of special summons all together, and then triple link into triple burst dragon. We're not done yet. It's got Ice Dragon Prison, of course, and maybe I should have done this, but still we have quick launch again. We're not done yet. We have Howler Rocket, and then Borer launch to have our boy, the Boost Sector launch from the deck, steal the effect to summon another boy, and we have Link summon into the Booster Dragon. It's a pretty nice defense because if he gets destroyed, we have something to do. If he gets destroyed, we can summon a Dragon type monster from the graveyard. So, but he has Crackdown, so he had both Ice Dragon Prison Crackdown. I actually faced all of them. Solfagor the Elegance, the best card to begin with, have everything set with the skills and on. It's got the Pendulum Summon, but luckily for us, he can't do nothing more than that. As you can see, he can just attack, but the Booster Dragon can't attack because of Crackdown. So now it's our turn. First thing first, Boot Sector launch to summon a couple of boys, then Forbidden Lance on my boy to get it back, and he scooped. Because now, Forbidden Lance, Crackdown has no effect. Booster Dragon comes back. I would have used the effect of Booster Dragon on Outer Rockets to send to the graveyard one of the skills just to be chillin', and then I could have just gone into more Link Summon. That was just tons of stuff to do as well, as you can see. And that was pretty nice. He just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. My third win in a row, last but not least, Jaden Ubel. It's some heroes here. Let's see what we have. He's got double set, of course, and he's got Book of Moon #1, but we have Rocket Tracer's effect to trigger, so this was a bad play for him, honestly. We had the Magna Rocket Dragon, then the Boost Sector launch to send one Bottle Regenerator back to the deck. He's a pretty nice because you can only activate one, so we're chillin'. The Boot Sector launch is here. We can use the effect to summon a couple of boys from the hands, as you can see. First Link summon into the Booster Dragon, and maybe not the best thing because I could have kept the Outer Rocket Dragon to use the effect and send this to the graveyard, but he went to the Book of Moon instead. On that, still chilling because we can just use Bottle Regenerator, take the Silver Rocket Dragon, we can just attack. That's just that easy. So as you can see, the Bottle Regenerator is a special summon that is pretty nice actually, because he has no bad sides. The monster can attack, the monster can activate its effect. That monster can do everything except that when it's destroyed, it leaves the field. It's banished basically. That's it. So guys, that was all for today's video. So hope you enjoyed the updated version. Next to come is the updated version of the Stardust stuff. We Synchron and Quasar, of course. I'm still waiting on those because I wanted to see the skill rebalancing. That didn't happen yet, so I'm still waiting for that, just in case we need to adjust also the skill, you know, if anything changes. That's just what I wanted to wait, but let's see if it comes soon. I hope maybe tomorrow or the day after. Anyway, guys, that was all for today's videos. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, actually don't forget, guys, tomorrow live streaming, I'm gonna have a community post for the time, for the accurate time. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.